Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
Well done, you two. Right on time. The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's two lackeys, Corday and Dodamani, started moving the goods. See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and freight vessel.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting quite a few passengers to Lumidu's harbor as well.
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. You're a fast learner. If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidu's harbor are a whole bunch of nothing. Just bait to flush out the law enforcement on their tail. But we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface is involved with the Dark Financier. As an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based on our earlier investigation, it's clear he's the one who's been doing reconnaissance on the Millilith's lighthouse. I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Yeah! And Paimon will do her best to float closer to the ground. No higher than the traveler's shoulder.
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once you're done.
Hey, don't forget about the investigation. We shouldn't leave this area. We shouldn't leave this area!
The show begins!
Hey! Don't forget about the investigation! We shouldn't leave this area!
All set? All right, we'll meet back.
So much cargo again today.
Quake!
Okay, so no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go. But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Oh, wonder what they mean. Let's go ask Galen!
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days. The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint, almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork. Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board, and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourselves so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia. We might learn something useful. By all means. I trust your judgment.
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys? Yelan!
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before, at Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You...
Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit? Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontainian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
You...
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns this ship.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea? All right. Then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together. And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it says. Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yelan was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. There are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible. All right, that's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Already taken care of. Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. It was your idea to board the ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec. Where are Corday and Dodamani?
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this. It's quite unfathomable.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumideus Harbor. The two of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured. The Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our sincerest thanks.
Oh, you scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan. Going right up to them like that? What if they caught on and decided to, try something desperate?
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction, but now we've ensured that they will, so he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine. Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the Dark Financier.
Okay, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.